Hey guys, anyway, morning, Wood here. So, we're going to talk about bass string brands, doesn't matter. Okay, I have done the, I know I already gave it away. I have done the whole tinkering with strings and stuff for a long time, and I've discerned, it sounds like one of my toddlers running upstairs. I have discerned that it doesn't actually matter. There might be some slight changes, but your audience won't pick them up. You might, but all in all, I got more changes out of string gauge and string type than I ever did out of brands. Super Slinky, GHS Boomers, Fenders, Elixirs, what is it, DR strings or so? Yeah, DR Elixirs. I've tried them all. I've messed with them all. I've looked for sounds. I tried them on the same bases. I tried them on different bases. I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. I checked the way they aged over years of use. There was no real difference. Yeah, I got more of a change out of string material, changed it, string gauge changed it, brand didn't really change it. A 105 to 45 set sounds like a 105 to 45 set. I mean, I think the biggest change I got was like a 110 set to 55, and that was GHS Boomers, and it had more of like a hollow sound in it, but that hollow sound only lasted for about the first week of play. And then once they got regularly worn in, they were the same as everybody else. So I kind of got lazy, and now I just, if it's a Fender bass, I go 105/45 from stock factory. If it's Music Man, I do the same thing. I think there's like 105/40 or 100/45 or so. I just get the stock one for the Stingray basses. Same with the 5 strings. The only difference that I have is that on my P bass, I put on chrome flats because I play blues with that bass, and I need that lower, more mellow sound out of my P bass. So, and then PJ goes round wounds because he's a funkier bass. So yeah, when it comes to brands, just whatever you can get it. And worry more about the gauge of the string and material it's made out of. You'll notice a bigger difference between steel, nickel, nylon, and flat wounds than you will like did Ernie Ball make it. There's so many different ways that we can wrap nickel and steel around a piece of metal. So anybody that's like, oh, these are super different, there's something really, really big, you need to do this and that and that. No. They're essentially the same. And your audience isn't going to notice anything. They'll notice if like you're playing nylons and you're stretching your strings like a mile under your fretboard. Yeah, they'll notice that, and it's going to sound different, but that's an entirely different material. So anyway, just giving you guys some insight, helpful tip of the day when it comes to looking at the strings in the shop. Don't panic. There is a difference in quality, manufacturing quality between strings, except as long as you're buying a name brand, that's generally not a big deal. Roto Sounds, DRs, Slinkies, Ernie Ball strings, and Fender strings, GHS strings, they all pretty much performed about the same, and they all lasted about the same, and they all worked about the same. And yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys. They're bass strings, they work. So anyway, have a good one. I hope this was helpful next time you walk into like a guitar shop and you look at the strings, you're like, oh no, which ones do I pick? Which ones are the best? They're all bass strings. At the end of the day, pick whatever works. Anyway, yeah, have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.